What's good, everybody? It's your boy OG, and the transfer window is officially closed for business for the summer. And I'm here to break down whether or not Chelsea's transfer window was a success or a failure, if you can call it that. Now, before I begin, let's address the motherfucking elephant in the room, the 130 million euro elephant in the room. Alexander Isak going to Liverpool. Not really a surprise. It was just really a matter of time. The writing was on the wall for weeks and weeks now. I think the news broke damn near a month ago at this point, that Isak wanted to leave Newcastle and only wanted Liverpool. Now, do I think that makes Liverpool a fucking Galacticos super team? No, I don't. I'll get into that a little bit later. I want to talk about Chelsea. Now, as far as departures go, I don't think we got the job done. I'm going to be honest, bro. We still have Chilwell technically on the books because he's at Strasbourg now. We got rid of guys like Nkunku, which is pretty big. I really did not think Nkunku was going to leave this summer. Nico Jackson going to Bayern Munich, which actually really surprised me. I'm really happy for Nico, bro. I feel like he's gotten a pretty bad rep with his fan base just because of, some issues that take place on the field. And obviously, like, I'm not going to, wash his hands clean and say he's fucking beyond any of our criticism. I was at the goddamn game against Flamengo where he got the red card and I was fucking pissed. So, Nico definitely has his moments where I get very frustrated at him, but all in all, I do think he is a good player and he will do good things for Bayern and probably end up staying there. We'll see, but damn, bro, a 17 mil loan fee and the option to buy at like 65 mil, that is good fucking business, man. I'll take that all day. Basically 80 mil for Nico Jackson. Whatever, bro. That's whatever money Newcastle got for Woltmod, however you say his name. So yeah, I'm happy with that. There's guys that we took pretty hefty losses on. I'm pretty sure Nkunku ended up being a loss. And then there's guys we profited on, like Noni Madueke. And let me see, who else? Who else we got profit on? I think Carney was a profit, although I am sad about Carney leaving, bro. Carney, if you're watching this, which I know you are, go do good things at Dortmund, bro. Because that West Ham game against fucking West Ham in the Poch era, that first fucking game where you scored a goal, bro, I thought you were going straight to the moon. And the only issue I have with Carney Chukwuemeka is just his injuries, bro. He was never consistently fit. It felt like every third game he would get a fucking injury and just have to replay his way back into the first team. And that's kind of how we got where we're at, where he was not really a part of the team last season. Kind of got exiled with, Broya and Chilwell and all of them. Very sad to see it end that way, but it is what it is, bro. I'm just going to have to move on. And I don't think he'll end up being the player that I thought he would be just because, like I said, the injuries, bro. Anyways, moving on. The incomings. This is what I really wanted to get to. The incomings for us this season. I won't lie. This summer was a bit lackluster, but obviously you got guys like Joao Pedro, Estevao, instant impact already into the squad. You can see it. So, yes, there have been good moves, but what is it enough? I don't know, bro. Like, I really have been stressing in these videos that I think we need to solidify that back line just a little bit more. I don't know if Jarell Hacho is going to be the one to really bring this back line together, but fuck it, bro. We got hella clean sheets already this season, so I need to just shut my mouth and just watch the games because there might be some... this team might be better than what I give them credit for, bro. That being said, we really only have, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess Isugo, 7 players that are going to be part of the squad this season. And Buonanotte actually making it 8. So yeah, I mean, we definitely did business. Like, the squad is, in my opinion, has improved from last season. But there were still positions that I think needed a little bit of, upgrading or tweaking. That being the center back position. And honestly, I was gonna say goalkeeper, but the more I see these Mike Penders performances for Strasbourg, I think we're gonna be just fine next year. So I understand the idea of not wanting to just bring a fucking bridge keeper just for 1 year and then have to offload him, which is not that's just not the way Clear Lake does things, apparently. So all in all, like, yes, in a vacuum, I would say this is a pretty solid transfer window. But then when you look at other teams are doing, it's just not enough, is it? Arsenal, they really were not messing around this transfer window. I think they got about like 300 mil net spend, bro, and they ain't sold no fucking buddy. We're damn near like balancing the books on this transfer window. Like, I think we've sold about 300 mil and we brought in about 300 mil. So Arsenal have done the exact opposite. They just been spend, spend, spend. I think they sold Zinchenko. I don't even know, bro. They terminated fucking Tomiyasu's contract, which is more money out of the bank. And yeah, I just think they're being a little bit ambitious this transfer window. And honestly, bro, I think this is Arteta's last hurrah. If they don't get it done this season, then that's it. And I think that's why we see them spending so much this summer. But who knows? I sure as shit don't know. I think, yeah, Jamie Gittins is a good addition. I just didn't really understand why we were so fucking locked in on getting that Xavi Simons deal done. I feel like our time could have gone somewhere else, maybe towards a Bastoni, who you're just gonna keep hearing me repeat throughout the season, especially if this defense is garbage. And yeah, I mean, Buonanotte, that really surprised me. I can't lie, the Buonanotte loan came out of complete left field for me. I don't think you'll find many people that will say they knew that this was coming, because the idea of loaning in Brighton's second choice number 10 makes very little fucking sense right now, if I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know if there was something that they saw in this kid that I don't know about. I haven't really seen much of Buonanotte. I know he was on loan at Leicester last season. Didn't watch much of them. And now he's back at Brighton. And now he's back at fucking Chelsea. So, interested to see what happens there. I'm hoping for the best. I'm backing him all the way. But it is just a very, very fucking odd move that I was not expecting. And other than that, bro, holy shit. Did anybody else know that David Washington was back from loan? I sure as hell did not. That being said, yes, I think Chelsea had a good transfer window, but when you compare it to teams like Liverpool, Arsenal, I think even Spurs made some pretty fucking good moves this summer. I'm not even gonna lie. At the end of the day, they're Spurs. Like, I'm not gonna trip over them and say like, oh my god, they're doing so much better than us. Like, look, nah, I'm not doing all that. But yeah, kudos to Spurs, bro. I really did not know how they were gonna bounce back even after winning a European title. You just never know when you sack a manager like that and it seems like the culture is in shambles. They seem like they're gonna bounce back just fine. That being said, Liverpool, bro. Goddamn, finally getting their man. And the Gahey move I saw fell through like last second of the transfer window because they couldn't find a replacement for him. Good for Palace, bro. Honest to God, good for Palace. I see all these Liverpool fans saying online, "Oh, you're not gonna take the 30 mil? Well, we'll just take him for free next summer." And it's like, bro, you think the average fucking fan really cares, bro? A lot of these fans spend way too much time trying to be fucking accountants for their teams rather than just be a fucking fan. Why do Crystal Palace fans give a shit whether or not Gahey is going to make them 30 mil next summer or this summer? They're in the fucking Conference League and they can actually win that shit. Why would you not just go for it? Why? I don't understand it. I just don't understand that thought process for the modern fan, bro. It's not about the fucking money, Spider-Man. It's about the goddamn trophies. And I honestly think that Crystal Palace have a great chance of winning this Conference League if they don't come up against Strasbourg, who is my favorite to win it all. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, I don't know why the fuck Gahey would even want to leave. You have a chance to really, really build a legacy at this small club, but you'll be a legend forever, I don't know. Interesting to see that, though. Honestly, I've never seen deadline drama like that where a guy gets his medical done and then gets fucking recalled last second. Well, I mean, shit, I guess Chelsea just did that with Nico Jackson, or tried to do it with Nico Jackson, but we ended up recalling Guillou. That being said, oh, fuck, bro. I forgot to talk about Liam Delap. Delap, bro, get well soon. Hopefully you're not out. It did look pretty bad, that hamstring injury, but they said like 6 to 8 weeks, which I don't know if that really warranted a Guillou recall. But fuck it, bro. I can't do that one striker shit and then like have somebody else just kind of as a fill-in. Like similar to when Nico was going out of games last season and then we had to play fucking Nkunku at striker. I didn't even bother watching half those games, bro, just because I knew how it was already going to go. So, yeah. Guillou, welcome back, buddy. We missed you. And that being said, I think we're just going to end the video off here. I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see y'all after this international break. Peace.